Hey guys, so this week you're going to be looking at some characteristics and some learning styles. There's personal characteristics and traits. Obviously being honest is a positive characteristic, and then your negative one would be dishonesty. You can look at things like being dependable. Can someone count on you to come to your job and be there when you're supposed to sign in at the time you're supposed to, or are you unreliable? Don't ever know if you're going to be there or not, and that's a negative trait that you really don't want to have. There's responsibility and irresponsibility. Loyal, being loyal to someone, or being disloyal. So those are personal characteristics and traits. The other thing that you'll be seeing this week is personal learning styles and learning preferences. Now, I want you to think when you're doing this, be honest when you go through your little assessment there to see what your learning style actually is. And I can tell you, I'm not completely one thing. I am very visual. I like to see pictures and diagrams and things like that. I learn better when I can see something, or if I can visualize something in my mind. It helps me to be able to learn better that way. But I'm also very hands-on. I have to see it, feel it, touch it. If I can get in there and work on something with my hands, I tend to learn a little bit easier like that. Some people learn through reading or hearing. People are auditory learners. That means that they hear it and they learn it. I'm not very auditory. You can tell me something 7 times and I still might not get it. But if you show it to me, then it's going to connect with me easier. There's also logical and mathematical. You're going to see some of these in a video that you'll be watching this week, and I think that'll help to detail what those types of learning styles are and what it means. But there's tactile and kinesthetic, that's more hands-on. There's auditory, which is hearing. There's visual, which means that you have to see to be able to learn. And just keep those in mind as you're going through looking at your video. The video is called 8 Intelligences. It's Theory of Multiple Intelligences Explained. It's not a long video, but you will watch that, and then you're going to do your little test and see how you come out to find out what type of learner you are. And then, of course, I'm going to want to hear from you. Do you think that test was correct? Is that telling truly the type of learner that you feel like you are? I can tell you when I was in college, I would hear the instructor, but it didn't stick with me like that. So I'm one who I would write notes as I was listening. I also asked my instructor, do you mind if I record you while you're going through your lecture? Never had an instructor tell me that I couldn't. But the reason I would do that is so then I could go back later and play it back, listen to it again so I could get it back in my mind. But then also I would make index cards to be able to study. And if I could visualize those answers or whatever it was I needed to know on that index card, it helped me come test time to be able to recall that picture in my mind. I was able to use that better than I was just hearing something one time and then it was gone. So figure out what's the best way for you to learn, and then use that in your classes and with your teachers to help you learn best. Hope you guys have a good week. Be sure and send me messages if you have questions. Let me hear from you. You can send me messages on Remind. If you've not signed up for Remind yet, please do that. Make sure you're turning in your daily check-in sheets each week. And also, I am on that Google Meet from 2:15 to 3 o'clock each day. So join me there if you have any questions or need help. Have a happy Monday off. The week starts out with Tuesday, just 4 days. All right, guys, have a good week. Bye now.